What's going on, guys? This is Dontavius, and I know I'm like new to like if there's a community, probably is a community out there, especially in like China, in the East, obviously, in the whole Asia continent. Youth with You 2, season 2, has just reached the elimination or the first real batch of elimination, and honestly, this is like my first kind of show like this where I'm appreciating the art and the culture over there, which is, when it comes to pop music and when it comes to entertainment, there is a similarity across the globe. So it makes it easy for me to kind of like jump into it. But I'll do a whole background video on myself and what I like and all these things. But I'm going to jump right into it about Youth with You season 2. So first, I'm going to start with my thoughts on the top 9 and the elimination portion of the show. And then at the end of that, I'll kind of go into what I think about season 2 in general with Youth with You. Without further ado, I was thinking about doing like a reaction take. I should, because I get really hype. Like, I'm pretty invested in Youth with You season 2. It's one of those things where I didn't know kind of what to expect watching it. I love, K-pop music. I love pop music and all that. So when I saw this, I felt right at home with these girls and with Kun and Ella. I think her name is the mentor for music, and then Sony J, I think, or Johnny J, sorry, for the rapper guy. And then I am a huge fan of Lisa Monaban. I love her so much. She is one of the most amazing women, if not the most amazing woman on earth. But I'll make a whole video about her some other time. But these were great mentors for these girls, and for all 110 of them. I think there was 109, but at this point, I know one of the quadruplets. Sorry, that was my washer. I know one of the quadruplets. She got axed because she got into some scandal or whatever. But as far as like the 109 go, without talking about just the 60, like, all of these girls are talented. Like, every single one of them are amazingly talented in their own way. I think what this show, does is there's like 4 factors, right? There's singing, there's dancing, there's teamwork, and then there's having your own style, which is like the biggest one that kind of jumps out at you. And having your own style kind of like reaches out to like more than just being unique. It's about being liked by the audience. A huge portion of the voting process, which I like the way the show does it. It's like you have the mentors evaluating, and then you had, the live performances, and then you have the actual voting aspect of it, which I just recently figured out how that worked. So I wasn't actually voting, but the girls that I wanted to join top 60 made it, so it's cool. But I'll definitely start voting if I'm able to, if I'm even able to vote. But anyway, I'm about the top 9. So first, with Snow Kong, I love her. She has a great story, second servings or whatever they called it, about her and how she failed a couple times, and she's a little older than other girls. And this is kind of like her next go at it, and she definitely deserves it. She's very talented. She sings very well. Personally, she's very beautiful. She's just has that it factor. I think there is some problems with the one of the people that was making content for the show, where they were showing favoritism towards Snow Kong. Obviously, you can't do that. You have to be like a neutral party when doing these sort of like voting sort of things. You got to give as many girls as you can equal love, if you say. But I see why he'd give Snow Kong love more than other girls. She's just got that it factor that gives the show personality. So Snow Kong definitely deserves to be there. She's awesome. Jin Lee is, and if I'm saying these names wrong, I'm sorry. I'm not Chinese. I actually studied Japanese. I didn't even study Chinese. So this is definitely foreign to me in all regards. But anyway, I love Jin Lee. Her first performance when she came through on like the tryout stage or whatever. Well, not tryout, but like her first evaluation, she was amazing. She's already had her own release, I think. Kun gave her love. The show's, not director, but he's like the host, gave her love because she's got it. If she doesn't make it, she's going to make it a top 9, which is one of those things. But if she were not to make it the top 9, she would definitely have her own career of her own. She already does, but she's amazing in her own right. And I love her. She has like that cool factor. She made it to like the top of the Youth with Youth theme song, and that was awesome. It just comes naturally to her. And not only that, not that it's not only just natural, she's also very humble and she works very hard. And she's very fond of her right cheek. She looks good on that angle, of course. And Shaking, I love Shaking's story too, with the whole beginning of the show. Like, they didn't want to give her rating A outright. They wanted to make sure she worked for it because she's a rookie in terms of like experience or whatever. But she definitely deserves, because she's very talented. She's very likable. She's very I don't know if I said attractive, but she's attractive, talented, and likable. And she's got it. She's got the unique factor about her. And I think she definitely gives the show, I don't know what they're doing outside. She definitely gives the show a lot of personality as well, and I love Shaking. She's awesome, especially with her housemates and stuff like that. Joo Chen, I want to say something about Joo Chen. Joo Chen, it's Jue Chen, or Shin, whatever you want to say. She's a dark horse in a sense of like personality, because if you look at her, just looking at her, like, they call her a Chinese girl because she really looks like Chinese, traditional Chinese, but she's in the show, obviously, and she's got a beautiful, beautiful voice. And Ella gave her that love during Flammable and Explosive, which is an amazing, amazing performance by them, especially Yu Yan, I think her name was. But she's got it. If you give her like some time and give the right people to direct and mentor her to become like that girl, like that bitch, she's going to be like the shit when she becomes, dolled up and whatever you should say, because she has that base look and her potential is endless. Obviously she has to work on like being more, sociable, but that will come when she becomes more comfortable and all these things. But she's awesome. I love her. Sharon Wang, she's very, very cute. I think if you're thinking about like traditional girls that look like they should be a part of a girl group and like those complementing factors, Sharon just has that kind of like hits all the boxes, right? And she's talented. So I think that's why a lot of people that voted for her kind of saw her as like, she looks like someone that if I had to choose people to be in a girl group, I would want Sharon to be one of those girls. And I don't blame them, for sure. Baby Monster and Key, man, this girl is a star. She is amazing. I've watched that play video of her a million times. Whenever I, am drinking alone or whatever, I like drink wine or whatever. I get wine drunk by myself. Don't judge me. I just watch that play video over and over again because she just has it, man. Like, she's not like Lisa, like with Lisa's case in Blackpink, she's not like always the main girl, but you always look at Lisa. I guess I shouldn't make the comparison because Baby Monster did have the center role in that play thing, but we'll see in these next competitions how she kind of like as a complementary factor, because if you think about it, in the very first thing or evaluation when she was teaming with teaming with From Shogun, which is one of my favorite girls too, she didn't kind of like pop out, so she had to do like another go at it after Shogun had did her own single performance. And again, this is for people that are like already seeing the show, so you know what I'm talking about. So Baby Monster and Key, like, she just has that face, that look about her that's like bleeding stardom. And she had her speech talking about how she only had like 24 or 27 like viewers or something like that, or people that like supported her on Weibo, and she's going to have millions and millions and millions of fans easy. Like, it's going to be like, she's going to be a star. She's going to be like, she's that girl already, that girl. Zhao, I'm just gonna call her Zhao, because that's just what I wrote here. She's a girl. She's a taller girl. I didn't really. The only thing I remember about her is that she was really graceful in her evaluation. I honestly don't remember like her team won that well. I'm so sorry. But when she did her speech, she like looked like she did belong there. A big part of being in top 9 for these girl groups is personality. Obviously, so especially when it gets to number 1, like, you got to have like something that just looks like you want, doesn't matter how talented you are, if you can't attract people to come to your shows or follow you on socials or support you at events, you're not gonna get any sales and you're not gonna make any traction in what you're trying to do. So adding her to the girl group, if she makes the top 9, it won't be like a like a bad thing at all. Number two, my favorite girl of the whole show, Kiki. I love Kiki so much. I stand her already. She's not even like popping like that right now, but she just has in the Eve dance. Like I know Jin Lu, the one that's top eight. She kind of like stole the show in Eve, but I couldn't take my eyes off of Kiki. Like Kiki just has like that like, oh man, Kiki is just so good, and I want to see more of her. Like I hope when the show's over, there's just way more content made of her. If she makes it to the girl group, when she makes it to the girl group, because she's one of those. I was kind of nervous because they didn't announce 2 and 1 until like after the fact, after they announced other people, but I was kind of worried about it that she wouldn't make it for some reason. I don't know why I was worried. But I love Kiki. She's awesome. She's talented. She's beautiful. She can sing. She can dance very, very well. And she's got that look, just like that striking look. Last but not least, Esther Yu. I was a little mixed about Esther being number one, just because it was like she's fan favorited 100%. She has what here 33.6 million votes for number one spot, whereas Kiki had 26.3, and then it was like 20s all the way down until Joo Chen, and she had 15.6 million views. Esther is what keeps the show watchable. I will admit that. Like, not watchable. Okay, I take that back. Not the show. She doesn't keep the show watchable, but she rounds it off. It's like when you watch like a show and it's like you have a foil to characters. She's like kind of like that foil in a way where it's like she talks to everyone. She's very, very likable, lovable. She has her own unique personality, way more like than some other girls in the show, and hers just pops out like it's contagious, and a lot of girls love being around her. And Esther, she's pure hearted. That's like a big part about it. And honestly, I didn't even remember like what her performance was like, so I had to actually go back and look at it. Like, okay, was number one like worth what she got? And I was like watching their performance, the dance performance they had, and yeah, she's definitely very like, if you're thinking about a girl group, like going back to like Sharon Wang, Esther also has like those pivotal key elements that a girl group kind of personifies in it. And I think it's one of those things where I was so much looking at her personality during the entire show that I kind of forgot how she was like in performance. Whereas like Baby Monster and Key, and then Kiki, and then Jin Lee, and those girls, like I always think about their performance. Whereas Esther, I'm thinking about her as a person, which I think that is like the main reason why she's so popular. And I don't take anything against her at all. I think she definitely deserves to be in top 9. Number 1, though, I'm not completely sure. That's just my opinion. But I definitely see why she got number 1. All right, so now let's talk about the show itself up to this point. I am entirely a big fan of this show. I think this is one of the best things that happened to me during quarantine. I remember when I first turned it on when I was laying in bed after I woke up. This show is like I was watching it just to see, because Lisa's in it. Like, again, big fan of Lisa, and I saw Lisa was in it. Shout out to Lisa Nations on Twitter. Said that she was in a Youth with Lisa, Mentor Lisa. So I peeped it out. I downloaded the app that you watch it on, and I was immediately hooked. Like, the episodes are like 2 hours long, so long that they have to break it into 2 parts. And bless their hearts for making English translations. They're not always the cleanest, but I totally get it, like how it works. And those from the moment the mentors came on and Lisa comes on the screen, I was immediately hooked. And then when the girls were walking down the stage and then sitting down at their tables to talk to each other, I was hooked, because I saw kind of like the rawness of it, and kind of like, it's just refreshing for me, because obviously I live in America and I don't never see stuff like this where girls are like, this is the way girls are over there, and then girls over here. And be fair, these are like high echelon beauties in China, in talents, right? So not every single girl in China is gonna be like that. I totally get it, but I still feel like I'm like immersed in the show more than just the performances. Like, I can sit there and watch them fool around in a dorm, like the fashion show, and when they eat, and when they just are around each other. I go out of my way to like watch like the Good Night Girls or whatever little series they have, and I'm low-key thinking about buying the VIP version of it just to watch like the mini show that they have. But the show's just really good. It's really well made, very well produced. I definitely think that stuff like this should get more love internationally. I think that's why China is putting a lot of effort into it, because girl groups are one of the biggest things now, in the world. You look at Blackpink and K-pop in general, and then, music that just have aesthetically pleasing and talented women and men in it. It just swarms fans, and it makes money out crazy. But I love the show. I can't wait to watch more. Hopefully it's not, it doesn't deteriorate, which I see. The only thing I see happening is that it gets closer to the end where you actually have to start eliminating girls to be in the top 9. That's when things are gonna get a little dicey, just because I was personally all of my girls pretty much made it. I think Shirley, I love Shirley. She didn't make it. I don't think 7 made it. I may be wrong. I should have looked it up before I made this video. I don't think 7 made it, which 7 is one of the most beautiful girls I've ever seen in my entire life. But other than that, BB didn't make it. Shout out to her. But there's a lot of girls got their hearts broken, and it's really hard for me to watch it, because I see, especially if I watch it more than just the performances, I see how much they love being there, and to see them eliminated really hurts my heart personally. But it has to be done. It is a competition, and hopefully they do bring a lot from their experiences, and all the girls that got eliminated, hopefully they find a really, really cool careers and endeavors in life. I really do mean that 100%. Even the girls that don't make it to the top 9, every single one of them are talented, and they will have no problem if they keep at it, trying to find careers. But anyway, that's it for this video. I'll probably make more reaction videos. I really want to make reaction videos to them, especially when they do their performances. Wow, I cannot wait. I know they're going to be amazing. Freaking who picked From? Esther picked From. You're gonna get smoked by From. From Shagan. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. She's raw. She is the truth. She might be top 9. She may kick out one of the girls top 9. Yan is also a dark horse. Personal favorite of mine is Eunice Hong. She is nasty dirty. I was watching some of her YouTube videos. Any other girls that come off the top of the dome, there's a lot. I love all the girls, honestly. They're all amazing. But I'm not gonna go into it. I should make a whole video about that. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you watch more. If you want to watch more, please leave a like, subscribe, share the video. I appreciate you guys for sticking around. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.